Hi, my name is Riley Allen. This is my review of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. I did individual chapter reviews. This is just my thoughts on the book as a whole. Overall, it was a very great setup to the story in the world of Harry Potter, giving us some great world building like the Hogwarts houses, Voldemort, and magic in general, as well as things like Quidditch. I didn't like how blasé the book was about the Dursleys. I don't think Harry would be quite as okay as he seems to be in the book if he was locked in the cupboard for 10 years. I also kind of don't like how Hagrid was basically like a kind of a jerk, in the chapter with the Dursleys, he didn't know what the Dursleys were doing. Maybe he suspected, but suspecting and knowing is different things. And even if he suspected what Vernon and Petunia were doing, why would he take it out on Dudley unless he knew what Dudley was doing? But at the same time, he's a grown man taking frustrations out on a child, which is just... And then the whole dragon scenario, like... Ron got bit by this dragon. He could have potentially died. And Hagrid was fine with that. Some of them may die, but he was fine with that because he got a dragon. I also kind of didn't like how so little magic was actually shown. Like, we hardly saw any magic. I think we saw Alohomora, Wingardium Leviosa. We heard about McGonagall transfiguring a pig, or a table into a pig, her being an animagus, matchstick and the needle type things. We saw a little bit of it, and we also had a little bit of potions, but we saw a shockingly little amount of magic for a book about magic. I kind of would have liked to have them at least, in a way, like a scene or two with Harry, Ron, and Hermione studying and them just throwing around spells they're supposed to be working on and learning as they're talking about the book. Like, they were trying to figure out what was something, like they're talking about Nicholas Flamel, trying to figure out who he is, and all the while they're testing out spells they're supposed to be learning for, like, charms or transfigurations. Or throw in a comment or two if they needed to get this essay done for this potions class thing. I also kind of wished we'd have gotten more of Ron, Harry, and Hermione being friends. I mean, I know all we really saw them was plotting. We never really saw them be friends, like do friendly activities kind of together. We just kind of got to understand that you can't be friends. You can't survive a troll attack and not be friends, apparently. I kind of would have liked a scene after the troll attack where, like, they talked, where Ron and Harry basically apologized to Hermione for being jerks. Another thing, I kind of feel like Quirrell would have been a better villain if he didn't stutter. Like, if he was just a regular old nice guy, Hi, I'm Professor Quirrell, and I'm the nicest person ever. I'd never work for the Dark Lord. And then at the end, he's like, yeah, no, I was completely lying. What, did you think the guy who wears black and bullies children was the bad guy? Dude, weren't you ever taught to not judge a book by its cover? For shame. Also, the Snape thing. I'm pretty sure they do this every book, but Snape is like the go-to villain. Like, something's wrong with Hogwarts. Snape. A child has died. Snape. And I don't know whether I like that or hate it, but I think it's funny all the same. Like, Harry is beefing with this man so much, he's like, man, the rain is going so hot. Must be that Snape. I feel like that's the type of beef Harry and Snape have by the end of 6th year. Like, man, the rain's going too hard. Must be that Snape or must be that Potter. I also like that we got so little of Dumbledore. I like that he's just this mythical figure who's just there. His accolades are there. He's not really known to the students. He's just there to be wise and knowing and say weird things like, if you don't wish to die a painful death, ignore this corridor, knowing that saying that will make people want to go in that corridor. Overall, I really enjoyed the book. It's not the best book. It hasn't aged quite as well as some books have. But it's a great book. I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. For nostalgic reasons, it is one of the stronger books. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.